All right, baby. Let's get down.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Wednesday, they kick off a road trip to Charlotte, where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against Houston, that one might be worth keeping an eye on. It's always a great matchup when those teams face off.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. MP is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. And it's Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
Harris outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Cunningham looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And here's Thompson for 3. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And a nice sequence by Cunningham. This guy has all the tools. He doesn't let up.
Outside Reeves. Drives to the hoop. Rebound to Detroit. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Doncic. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Cunningham with the ball, picked up by Reeves. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Harris outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Big answer from Harris, and I love it. A legitimate threat from outside the arc.
James, a screen on Stewart. To the paint. James passes to MP. Reeves against Ivy. Launches a 3. The shot by Reeves, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Rejected by James.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
Cunningham with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Here's Harris. Hachimura with the defensive effort.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A., and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players, and they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Pistons with possession here. Pass to Harris. Thompson with a screen. Harris passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Cunningham against Doncic. Shoots over Stewart. Doncic, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And here's Ivy from the arc. The Lakers with a rebound. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
It was surprising they lost both games to this team last year. You would have thought the opposite.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
And Stewart with a basket on the assist by Harris. Stewart's got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
MP, the pass to James. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
Pass to Cunningham. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Knocks it down from distance. Doncic has got 5 now.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Thompson, a screen on Reeves. Ivy against off. Lakers trail by 3. Doncic finds Reeves. And Ivy pulls it down. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Check by James. Stewart, screen on James. Out to the right wing. The 3-ball. Rebound, the Lakers. MP, the pass to Hachimura. Doncic outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams. knew they were in for a battle.
And the Pistons making a change here. Beasley's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Vanderbilt's checked in. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. The Lakers second.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved, particularly shooting percentage.
MP finds Vanderbilt. And stolen by Beasley. Harris against Reeves. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5 now. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
2 on the clock. MP shot is off. The Pistons lead by 3. Cunningham outside. Harris outside. Pass to Beasley. Harris against MP. Stewart, a screen on MP. 4-3. Harris, that's good. Harris has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here's James. Last game with 30.
I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G slam. Now here's Ivy. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Harris goes in. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Over Cunningham. And it's Doncic missing. Detroit leading by 6. Ivy passes to Cunningham. On the wing, Ivy.
rocketing off the floor. Ivey using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
MP, a screen on Cunningham. From deep, here's Doncic. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Beasley. And here's Ivey over MP. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Reeves with the ball. And it's Ivey picking him up. Knocks it loose. James, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Doncic to the right side. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Harris outside. Pass to Beasley. Here's the 3. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Now here's Reeves. No points so far.
Coming right back with his own. Austin Reeves with the confident response.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Now here's Vanderbilt. Here's Doncic. Fires from deep. And there's James on the assist from Doncic. And now just a 5-point Pistons lead.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing. How he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harris has got 12.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Vanderbilt finds Doncic, and the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's his first foul. Getting ready for the Pistons. Stewart, he's checked in for Reed. Thompson comes in for Hardaway. Ivey's checked in for Beasley. And Cunningham subbed in for Schroeder. And so in the game for the Lakers, at the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's MP in at the center position.
You know, you see how comfortable he is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision making from him. sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Doncic. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Hachimura against Harris. Over Hachimura. Thompson passes to Harris. That one falls. 14 points for him.
Well, he sure is a talented combo forward with terrific feel for the game. Harris can score in bunches.
To the inside, James. And slam dunk by James.
That's how you do it, big fella, with power. Yes.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham with the ball. Now Doncic defending. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
And here's Doncic outside. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ivy finds Cunningham. Up and over Doncic. And there's Cunningham on the... assist by Ivy. Cunningham's got 10 points.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Detroit on top. They lead by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
You look at the Pistons, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
The Lakers in the lead. And there's James from the arc. The Pistons clear it. Stewart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ivy passes to Harris. Some solid defense from James. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip.
Yeah, you can sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Beasley. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. There's the three. They get it back. And he drops it in from the low post. Harris has got 16 points now.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well, and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Harris on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Lakers trail. James outside. To the middle. Here's Hodges. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Changed his mind during the layup. You can't be indecisive there. Tried to pull off another shot and missed it. Indecisiveness is never good when you're shooting the basketball.
Now here's Ivy. Thompson, a screen on James. Beasley, the pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And that one's good. James.
Battling and doing work down low. The king. That motor still running good.
Beasley with a screen on Hachimura. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.